Okay, stack number 7. Or is it 8? I've been at this for almost 3 hours now. More than that. Who knows? Oh my gosh. So many. And I'm not even halfway done. I'm currently in the process of uploading the first part of this. This is going to be multiple parts. My first 4 videos is an hour, so who knows. But I want to keep going. This is too much fun to stop. It's just going to have to be a bunch of videos over the next week. So, next one up is Bill Laxton, who signed a 77 Topps card for my collection. He signed 2 index cards along with it, but nice 77 Topps. Mariners, the first year of the Mariners' existence. All of those are airbrushed on. 77 is pretty infamous for the airbrushed photos. Take a look sometimes, you'll see some pretty hilarious takes on it. Reggie Jackson's one of the best. Gary Pettis was sent to the Astros last year. So we signed a 90 Donruss. He was a speedster during his career and did not sign the 87 Topps, which is why I sent. That's disappointing. And an 85 Fleer rookie card. So 3 out of 4. I'll take it. Too bad I didn't get the 87 Topps. Maybe he's only 3 per and I just sent one too many. Maybe I'll resend to him that 87 and only the 87 this year. Not sure. So we're still in May. We saw some in August. Tom Grieve, so a father of Ben Grieve. Sent a nice 78 Topps with Yankee Stadium in the background. 75 Topps for my growing collection. 77 Topps, though I think I already had them. This might have come from the estate sale. 73 Topps miscut. High number, 579. Not sure if I have that. And then probably the reason I sent was a 71 Topps Senators card. I'm a sucker for those cards. So they all turned out really nice. He signed in blue Sharpie. He's a very kind signer. I sent to him 3 weeks ago because I was going to send a 72 Topps high number. And then what do you think I forgot to put in the envelope? 72 Topps high number. So it could be another success. This one is interesting. So this was from a private signing. I sent these 2 to Fergie Jenkins. This was the other half of finding that $25 in the dog walk, is that someone was offering a consignment of Fergie Jenkins for $10 each. So I sent him my 74. So that's really nice to add another Hall of Famer. And then I wanted a Red Sox card signed. So in the estate sale, there was a 77 Topps Fergie Jenkins. Love that he's on the Red Sox on it. So I sent that too. So these are 2 awesome additions. This is one that I knew I was in there. And I had opened it just to check that they're in the top loaders because I stuck them in there. But it hasn't been processed, hasn't been added to like my list of collections or my list of 74s. They will be now. Next up, Juan Gonzalez again. So I must have sent to him 2 times. And I remember sending this. So another rookie card. So this was part of the, I might get rejected, so I should send to him again. So we signed 4 cards this time. Again, I kind of broke the rules on this, so I admit that fully. And then a Fleer Focus that was numbered out of 291. I had this since I was a kid, so that was my top card. They're not glossy. Fleer Rookie, so now I think I have 3 of the 4 rookie cards signed by him. And then 2 other nice cards. So I went from having no Wongons to I think that's, what, 7? Not bad. All part of my collection. Hopefully this video loads. It doesn't seem to be making any progress. Better not freeze. It's not Eddie's second birthday. I don't care. Anyway. Next up, some more vintage Claude Osteen. So he's one I send to every couple of years. At one point he sent this back unsigned, so I sent it again. Nice that I got another 68 Topps game. Another 68 Topps. A 60 Topps. Very nice. And then 2 64s. One of them I got from the estate sale. And it should be ripped somewhere. And one that I bought from Sport Lots. So I'm guessing the ripped one means the fact that there's some paper loss there. But I thought there was actually a rip in the card. Whatever. 2 nice Senators cards, both for my collection. One nicer than the other. Both signed in the same spot, both easy to see. Got a nice stack of those 64 Senator cards out of this. Second Topps game of the break. End of May last year. Roberto Hernandez. So he's a consistent signer. He signs a lot. These all came out of the estate sale. It's a Fleer Focus, unglossy. 92 rookie card. Another 92 rookie card. A 93 Fleer rookie insert. And then I found a minor league card of his that I thought was really cool. I think finding that in the estate sale was what made me send to him. Sent to him a couple of years ago. Probably got just as many cards. Again, most of these would have just been in a common pile, so way better to get them signed. Kind of cool to have a minor league card signed. But much better than sitting in a common box, in my opinion. Plus, it helps you vary different players you get. Unsigned index card of Dan McGinn. Signed 2 cards for me, a 71 and a 72. Neither are high number. 473 is kind of high. This came out of that 72 Topps lot I bought a couple of years ago. 2 nice cards to add. I had McGinn in my collection already, but always looking for more vintage. Had the 72, so I picked up the 71 to go along with it. Cinco de Mayo of 2018. Frank Castro. 2 nice vintage cards. The 68 is a little beat up, wax stain, crease. The 69 came out really nice. Did not sign the index cards. So I'm making sure to include that just so you know if you don't want to waste index cards. If they don't sign them, they don't sign them. So there's 2 more vintage. I think we're getting a nice stack of each year, so that'll be fun to organize them into the different years and see how many of each I get. I collect them in general, but not necessarily. So here's a nice 1967 Topps Randy Schwartz. I believe he was a World Series player on a World Series team. Of course, it's a Sal Bando rookie card as well. I'll have to check if he's in signing for a fee. I may send this over to get signed. And he included 2 signatures. This is one that I think I had opened previously because when it came to me there was water damage on the envelope. I don't know if it comes out as this, but it was soaked from the rain. So I was worried, so I opened it up to make sure the card was safe. It was. So I knew this was in there. So it's nice to officially pull it out. And it's a nice 67 Topps rookie card. I have a couple of those in here already. Let's keep going. More vintage. Wally Bunker. Signed a 68 card, creased. A 64 trophy card with some wax staining on it. So the signature didn't come out great. And a 69 Royals card that you can see is in the Orioles jersey. Smudged, but it's a 69. 3 vintage cards. I love the trophy card. I think I just sent out 1 more card to him within the last month too. One of those that I forgot that I had sent. All right, moving on. Trying to make this quick. So here's a bunch of 70s cards. Jim Mason, sorry. So someone I had already had, but a bunch of cards I got in the estate sale. So there's a 75, a 74 Topps traded. So I had a couple of those. Creased, thin marker, and then a 79 Topps. So 404. Nice to add the 75. Add another one to my stack of 70s cards, and then I don't really collect the 74 traded set, though I kind of add them to my 74 stack, but I just look for 1 through 660 of the 74 set. Unsigned index card come from Duke Carmel, so I mailed to him the first time I hoarded back in 2015, and then it hadn't been since then, so I said, what the heck. A nice 64 Topps Mets, and another 60 Topps rookie. So that I think makes like 6. So I'm getting a lot of that subset signed, which is pretty cool. Maybe I should look into who else is there instead, other than Yaz, who we know is in there. And see if I can get him signed. And then I got the whole subset if I follow through with the Yaz. Next up is a Hall of Fame baseball plaque of Ryan Sandberg. So I picked a bunch of plaques up last year. Looking at the guys, this was a $5 fee. His autograph is a mess, but it's consistent with what everybody gets. So that's really nice. It's the first Hall of Fame plaque I have of Sandberg. Huge pickup. I do collect those. I've got probably 20 to 25 different ones in my collection. And here's a new one. Very nice. It didn't get too damaged in the mail. There's a little corner damage there. I'm not particular about it, especially when you're sending something so large in a small envelope. You know, it fits in here, but There's not much wiggle room, so it's no surprise that the corners get damaged. I could take more care. I don't. Dal Maxville. So 72 tops. I sent because of the 71 in action. If anyone knows what player that is, I'd be very interested to learn. 65 I thought was attractive, so I picked it up. And then the 63 might be his rookie card. Again, another attractive vintage card. This one is, for me, pretty decent condition. I've sent to Maxville before, but hadn't really gotten some of those early vintage. And again, I found that 71. I did a search on a site of all the 71 cards and looked up all the in-action cards. Al Spangler signed a crease 66 card, a 68 Cubs, a 61 Milwaukee Braves, and a cool Colt 45 63 Fleer card. This is really cool. I don't have a lot of 63 Fleers, and I wanted him because of the Colt 45. So I picked up the other cards because I wanted to send this. So that's nice to get back. Just remembering sending that now. 63. Doesn't cost as much as Topps. That would be a fun vintage set to put together. It's a small number of cards. Mantle, I think, goes for like 40, and that's one of the more expensive ones. Unsigned index card. No index card. Bill Stoneman signed 2 cards for me. He threw a no-hitter. Sometimes I think he scribes that. I know I have in my collection, but I think I have him on 73 and 74. So not high numbers, but a nice 68 and a nice 70 Topps to add in there. And a lot of these vintage cards, not all, but a lot are new to my collection. So, you know, some people collect just one of each player or a couple of each player. Some go for sets. I don't go for either, but I like to add them. Another Hall of Fame plaque and a card. I remember mailing this. So Tony La Russa, I mailed it for the 72. Miscut, but still a nice 72 card. No idea what number it is because it got cut off. And then I had an extra plaque, so I mailed that. So it's nice to get a plaque. I think I already have one, but the 72 is why I really was sending. So that's a really nice addition to the 72 set. And I think I sent this to the Red Sox. I did. Yeah, and I just showed you my address. Whoops. That's probably a no-no. 5/1/18 came back from Dick Nold. So I think this might be his only card. It's a nice 68 rookie card of the Senators. That came back really nice. 96, so it's not high number. And the last one of this video, good, I got it down to 12 minutes. That's not bad, with 13 minutes, is Rex Hudler. So I think I sent more than this. I sent a 97 Fleer. Someone I didn't have in my collection, but I had a bunch of cards. I wanted to get it off to him. I like the 89 score at the Expos. The $85 is meh. I think it's his rookie. It is. So it's nice to add a rookie card. Good addition. He's a willing signer. He can take a while. I think I sent through the Royals. I think he's an announcer there. So that concludes another stack. I'm going to stop this, see what's taken so long uploading this video, trying to get part 1 on YouTube, and then I'll keep going. Okay guys, we're going to pretend this is stack number 8. I'm uploading these videos onto my computer as I go, so it just helps to have the number. I think it's 8, it could be 9, it could be 10, it could be 7. Who knows? But this will help me keep it organized. So back for another, I didn't quite do 20 this time because I finished a stack, so this will be a little bit shorter, which I sure you wouldn't mind. I am maybe halfway now. So cards wrapped up. Chuck Rainey, former Red Sox. So an 83 Topps. An 81 Topps. So these all came from the estate sale that I bought. An 84 Fleer, an 83 Fleer Red Sox, and an 80 Topps miscolored rookie card. I've sent cards to Joel Finch before, and they always come back unsigned, and he signs the index card. So I'll look into it, see if I should send that out. And Chuck Rainey signed my letter, but did not include any answers to my questions. So I'll cut that out and make it a small cut autograph. Next up, some vintage. J.C. Martin, who's a very generous signer. 2 index cards unsigned. Signed a 64 Topps and a 62 Topps rookie cup card. Very nice. Again, crease. I'm sure some of you are looking at these conditions of these cards and going, ugh, how can you take that in your collection? But for me, I'd rather the autograph on the card versus pristine PSA type. You know, put them into collection, they're worth a little bit of money. Maybe not as much as it could be, but I don't care. Next one up is Buddy Bradford. This was a estate sale send. So I found these rookies in the estate sale. I will look up Bill Voss to see if he signs. I don't know. So 268 rookies and a faded but decent 75 tops, signed nicely in blue Sharpie. So that's a great addition to 75 and 68. I didn't have this before. I'm not sure what I'll do with the second one. Maybe I'll trade it for other vintage cards. We'll see. Maybe I'll just have two nice 68s in my collection. I do trade, but I'm kind of reluctant to do on YouTube because, again, I don't know you. It's open to everybody. Jody Davis, I usually send once a year. He's a minor league coach, so this is my send. An 83 Donruss, an 84 Fleer, and then an 81, 82 Fleer that got damaged, or maybe already was. So these are three nice cards of a Cub. Again, I like teams with blue logos. What can I say? I think those all look nice. I think the 82 might have been a rookie. Next up, I see an 81 Topps rookie. So that's Jim Dorsey. He played for the Red Sox briefly. So I think this is the first card I have signed of him. Previously I had index cards. I put two in there. But it's nice to get an 81 Topps done and have a card to go with that. So that's an improvement or upgrade on the Red Sox collection to go along with the index cards. We're in August currently. Here's a 70 Topps card signed by Pat Jarvis. So these both came out of the estate sale. So two nice vintage to add, a 68, a 70 Topps. Might have had the 70 Topps before, I'm not sure. And two index cards to go with it. Very nice. So I'll be labeling all my index cards after the fact. I label on the back in pencil because in 5 years I may not remember. Pat Jarvis is pretty clear, but not everybody is. And since I have cards to go with it, I can put an exact name on it. Next up, Steve Reed. So this is another common grab, trying to get rid of some of the commons in my box. So an 02 Topps traded, and 96 glossy, 95 Ultra, 97 Fleer regular. I might have already had that, and a 93 Donruss rated rookie. So again, all these came out of my common box. Glad to add the 97 Fleer. Nice to add 5 cards out of commons into a collection. It's kind of neat just going one-to-one. I mean, I'm kind of rushing, but I have hours ahead of me to organize it. Lee Elia. So I didn't have him before, so this is brand new to my collection. And these are 2 cards that I pulled out of the estate sale. I don't necessarily like sending doubles, but this is the only 2 I could find. I know he has other years, but they're what I had. So I'm glad to add them to my collection. It would have been nice to vary it a little bit. I'm sure he's got some Topps Managers card, but I couldn't find them, or I don't have them. 7/20/18. Ah, look at this. Juan Marichal. So he signs sometimes $10 per. I added, this is a Red Sox card. Obviously he's in a Giants uniform. And the other one should be a regular 74 issue. I hope it's signed. Not well. There's a weird mark there, but it is. It looks like he signed it in pen. It's a little smudged, but that's still super nice. And for $10, I can't argue with it. That's awesome. So 2 great Hall of Fame signatures to my collection. The second Hall of Fame regular 74 I've added Jenkins before. Very nice. I'm very glad to get that back. $10 per. He's got an address in Florida. It should be readily available if you search. I'm glad to share it if anyone wants it. Next up, Bob Friend. So Bob Friend was a true friend of the hobby. Passed away recently within the last few months. So this might be the last autograph that's opened of his. He signed a 64. It's all I had. Very glad to get this. The card has a lot of surface wear, but it's a nice overall card. Looks really cool. He signed it in a very nice spot. And he was a great TTM player. super friend of the hobby. If there's a Hall of Fame for players writing back, he would be in it first class. Next up, Tom Hall. So someone I already had, but had a bunch from the estate sale. 74, a 73, number 8 in the set, another 74, and then a 76 creased. Nice Mets card. Just adding it to that 70s collection. So I sent looking for that 76 card to get signed. Very nice. Next is Ron Kittle. So he's someone I try to send to every year. You'll probably have 700 cards in your collection. I pulled out a couple cool ones. We'll see if he signed. I know he's kind of iffy on signing his Topps rookie card, so I sent other rookie cards. So he sent an 86. He signed his 84 Fleer rookie. He signed his 80. Oh wait, no, it's an 83 Fleer rookie. Okay, so 83 was his rookie year. So he signed that rookie card, which is nice. An 85. So I was wondering if he would sign or if it's only his Topps that he doesn't, or he requires a fee. So that's really cool. He was Rookie of the Year. I'm really glad to get that card signed. I also love the 84, but that's really cool. An 83 Ron Kittle rookie. Back in the day, everyone was looking for that Ron Kittle card, and they were passing up silly rookie no-names like Ryan Sandberg, Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs. They were going to the side because everyone wanted to pull the 35 home run rookie Ron Kittle. Next up is Ron Renicky. So I sent this to the Red Sox. He's the bench coach there, 2018 World Champions. He signed a 74. God, I keep messing up the dates. An 84, an 87, and an 83. I might have included one more in there. I don't remember. Getting 3 back from someone who was part of a World Series team with the Red Sox is awesome. Pulling in 2 that I collect, awesome. And then 1 that I want to start collecting. So this is a really nice return. I think he still actively signs with the Red Sox, so send away. That was sent to Fenway Park for sure. This is Jack Brohammer. I've sent to him before. We'll see why I sent this time. I did enjoy playing at Fenway. I enjoyed playing at Fenway most of all. So I asked him, did you like hitting at Fenway Park? And what was your favorite ballpark? So there's a 77 Topps. I don't know if I had this yet or as part of the estate sale. 74 Topps. I think I sent to get the 78 Topps Red Sox card signed, and then I added the 2 cards that I had of him. Again, I keep these. This will go probably into my little scrapbook. I haven't kept up to date with it, so that's some work to do over the summer. And then the others will go where they need to go. Last one of this stack. Woody Williams, new to my collection. He does sign. I remember him pitching for the Cardinals. He pitched against the Red Sox in the 04 World Series. So he's a World Series player. He's had a total, a Donruss that I could find, and a Padres 01 Topps. So this is the card I wanted, but I also wanted him on the Cardinals for whom he pitched to the World Series. Really nice addition to my collection. He was a decent pitcher while he played. He wasn't great, but he wasn't bad either. Another stack done. That one is a little short. I finished officially. I'll show you 1 column in the shoebox. So all those videos was just that 1 column. And that took forever. So the next one's going to take me forever. And then I have underneath a whole second box to go through. So this is literally going to be an all-day Saturday thing. That's not even organizing it. This is almost overwhelming, but it's still fun. It's fun sharing with you guys. I'm going to turn this off. I don't know where I am in videos, and I'll start next one up in a minute. Stack number 9. Here we go. It says about 30 minutes just to upload my old video onto my desktop, so this is going to be a long time. But let's keep going. Next up, George Thomas, a former Red Sox on a 66 Topps, a 67 Topps, and a 63 Topps with the Angels. He's a very willing signer. I have some more to send to him that I picked up in some fire sales. Glad to get him back. More for the Red Sox collection. I didn't have the 63. I think I had both of the 67 and 66 respectively. Larry Boa. So the 72 Topps is new to me. Semi-high 520. Cup card. Very nice addition. I don't think I had that. 75 I didn't have, so adding to that stack. I found this in the estate sale. I thought this was cool. I might try to send it to Frank Robinson. He tends to, Frank White. He tends to sign through a independent league team. Takes a while. And then a second 72 tops that he didn't sign. It was a double, so I do not blame him for that. So this I'll probably add into my unsigned 72 set. So glad to get it back. I'm glad he did. Some players do not like you sending doubles, so that's a risk you take while sending them. I took it, I lost, and that's okay. Some will minimally sign, so if you send doubles, they'll only sign one. It depends on the player. Ned Yost. So this came from the estate sale. I hadn't sent to him in a long time. I like these cards. 83 Donruss, 83 Fleer, 83 Tops, 81 Tops rookie. Ed Romero signed, so I've been saving a couple cards to send, so this will be going back out soon. And a nice 84 Fleer. Of course, he was the manager of the 15-16 Royal team that won the World Series. And it seems like he was on or around the Brewers club that went to the World Series in '82. Next up, John Hiller. So he's variable. He's about an 80%. So a little bit of a risk to send out. So 83, which I had, 75, which is new to me. That's nice. This one, which I picked up to send, which is nice, 66 rookie card of him. That turned out beautifully. See if he signs, Mr. Fritz Fisher. But otherwise, this is a really nice vintage card to add. Very nice back. And then I had the 74 Tops. Or I already have that. It's not new for my 74 collection. So it's double, but very nice. I sent for the 75 and the 66. And again, I try to maximize it as much as I can. So if I'm sending those two, and I have a couple other cards lying around, I will send them. So Jack Aker, this is a new 74 to me. He charges $5 to sign, so I sent him this 74, which came out really nice. And I sent him a 69 Pilots card. I also did not have this one. Always trying to get more Pilots autographs, so sent $10. Glad to know that he signed both. This is great. Both fit into two separate little collections I have. Glad to add that. So I think that's like the 5th or 6th 74 I've gotten back. Very nice. So we're in mid-July right now. We're opening up. Joe Gibbon. Oh, he's another. So I guess it was 6. He passed away several months ago. Unfortunately, he was another player that was very nice to people in the hobby. For me, while he was still living, he signed a 63, a 72, a 64, 264. So one of these I bought on Sport Lots. I think this one. And then this one came from the estate sale. You can see there's a mark on it. Not anything special. But again, another autograph from Beyond the Grave. Another autograph that might be the last officially opened. And it's, it's kind of interesting and weird. I don't know how to describe it. That the last time these cards were touched, he was still living. They've been sitting in an envelope since, waiting for someone to grab them. Still in July of 2018. Unsigned index card, Fred Stanfield. He's a former Bruin. He won a Stanley Cup with them in 70 and 72. This isn't a Bruins card. Found this in the estate sale. Had a bunch of vintage hockey. Saw that it was him. I had an index card from when I mailed him in 2012. So wanted to send this off, add it to my Bruins collection. Very nice. Something I expected back. He's a close to 100% signer. That's awesome. Whoever this was taped it back up and wrapped the cards nicely in my letter. Dwayne Henry. So he signs really well. This was a common grab. I might have oversent. No, I sent 5. Okay. 92 Stadium Club. I'm not particularly interested. 92 Donruss. That came out really nicely. 92 Tops came out nice. 93 Tops. And then he was on the 86 Donruss, so I included that in there too. Came out very nice. These are all cards. This one came from the estate sale. The others came from my common box. Clearing out some room. He signed my letter. He did not, so I'll put that in the old letters pile. He is a very willing signer. I'm sure if you've got a lot of 90s cards, you have his cards too. If you like me, send them off. Otherwise, they sit in your common box. So we see a Rangers team checklist, because this is George Doc Medich, signed in 82. Whoa, he must have added some in here. An 83, 79 Tops, an 81 Donruss, a 80 tops and an 82 tops beat up Rangers card. So how many did I send all these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess maybe I decided to rack on him. If I did send all of these, which it could be, these could have all been from the estate sale. I would have looked it up. Nothing, again, that I really encourage people to do. If you notice, there's 500 requests here, and I might have done that with 3 or 4 people. But then I also won't be sending to him for quite a while, because I just got pretty much every card I had signed. Next up, 72 Ted Kubiak. So he's most famous for being on those A's teams. I believe he was also a pilot for 1 year. I have the 72. I wanted the 76. But mostly I wanted the 75, which came out really nicely. And then I like his little wisp of hair. A 68. I have this, but I have it really beat up, I believe, with a lot of service wear. So this is an upgrade for my group of 68s. But that 75 came out really nice. The card's in decent condition. Nice. He signs regularly through the mail, so feel free to send out to him. 62 coming, Joe McClain, another Senators card. It's been a while since I picked out vintage. It's the only one I sent to him, I believe. He signed 3 index cards. But another nice Senators vintage card. 62 I don't have a lot of. All the ones that I've ever really come across in Sport Lot seem to be beat up. So I don't typically chase those, but I was going after some of the old teams. And this was part of that, what I talked about earlier, sending to players one from every team on, every day. It's 30 teams, 30 days in June, so every day had its own team. So my Diamondback representative was Damian Miller. He was on the 01 World Series champions. So I had the 01 tops. Hard to see the autograph, it is there. I'm signing really thick blue, not stamped, I don't believe. And then 202 tops. So I'll keep this because I like the 01s, but these really came out better, so it's probably the best one of the bunch. So that's what I would call the primary one in my collection. The one I most want to keep, I guess. 7-13, so around the All-Star game. Jack McDowell came through. Nice. So this was kind of a reach. 68 traded. Came from the estate sale. And I guess I sent these. That's right. So I had a whole stack of these from the estate sale. These are the only 2 cards I could find of him. I've since found more rookies. There's 88 Fleers, 88 Donruss that I might send off. That's awesome to get back. I haven't gotten him. I got him when he was still a player. And he signed in green Sharpie. So these are awesome. 2 rookie cards. 93 Cy Young Award winner. Multiple-time All-Star. And now a musician. Next, single card back. Jerry Kuzman. So he signed really nice. I've seen some shaky signatures, but that came out really nice. The corner got dinged in the mail. He charges a fee, $10 per. I had an index card signed by him, and I wanted the 74. So for me, definitely worth the investment. Nice to add him. I don't know that I'll be going after like the 77 or 73. One's enough. That's great. I'm glad to get that back. Another 74 to add to my collection. Next up, Steve Bry. 77. I think I already had that. Not sure because I sent it to get the 75. Don't remember. I think it's such good condition. I'm sure that I bought that on Sport Lots. And then I had some of these from the estate sale. So I got the 79 from my estate sale lot, the 76 most certainly from that. And then I had the Steve Bry 72 from that earlier estate sale purchase. So a nice another 72 to add. The fun thing about this is I'm getting whole stacks of all these different years that I don't necessarily collect, but I'm putting together slowly a collection I could change. Bronson Arroyo, an 04 Red Sox. So he was signing midway through last year. Sent the 2 off, hoping to get him back, hoping to be part of that train. It's since slowed down and stopped, but nice to know that I got 2. These are both from my Red Sox collection. Both really awesome additions. The Red Sox card I have signed is on the side. So these are both signed straight away. Really cool. I'm glad I found these cards and was able to jump on that bandwagon. This is another nice get. It's fun going through and opening these, and like as soon as you see it, like, oh yeah, I remember sending that. Jeff Facero. So I send to him every year in the minor leagues. This was a museum collection. I thought it was kind of neat. Maybe I didn't prep it well enough. 93 tops. And then the ultra pictures are just so nice. So Facero for my Red Sox collection. And he's a coach in the minor league, so I send him a few cards every year. Once a year. Again, I have so many because of the time that he was playing. Just everything was overproduced, and I have tons. 710, Bob Shirley. So Bob Shirley was a estate sale, common, has a couple cards that I wanted to collect. Nothing spectacular about him, but he signed that 87 very nicely. I had the 83 from the estate sale, 78 from the estate sale, 81. There's 81 Donruss aren't the greatest design, but I'm kind of a sucker. Like, I kind of think they're neat. They're very flimsy. And he was an 84, so that was probably why I chose him out of kind of the common guys. I was like, oh, 84, I have it. Let's send, and I got a bunch in the estate sale. So let's send a few off. I'll get a bunch of autographs, a bunch of different sets, but I'll get the 84 covered. 2 left in this stack, stack number 9. Ray Washburn might have written all over it. Oh, that looks like crayon. I hope it wasn't him. Ray Washburn on a 69 tops, 70 tops, which I think is just an ugly card of him, but I had it, and a 62 tops rookie. If I remember correctly, he's going to write something about not selling them on eBay, which I will not. 67 and 68 team were really good because they had the same players. I thought that I had received a letter from him one time. I've sent to him in the past of please don't sell these on eBay. Don't worry, I don't. I keep them. I do have an eBay account, and in the future I may sell extras, and I kind of differentiate that. I don't send these out so that I can sell them. I send them for my collection, and over time, if I don't want them anymore, then I may sell some extras. In my head, that makes sense. Here's Denny Doyle. He was the second baseman on the 75 Red Sox. 74 tops is a double of mine. 75 tops is brand new. Kind of smudged or ran there a little bit, which is disappointing. And then I don't remember if I had the 76. It's a nice Red Sox card. I like 76 because it depicts them from 75 typically, which of course was a really famous year here in Boston. So 3 nice cards for Mr. Doyle. I've sent to him in the past. He's pretty consistent. Takes a few months, so don't expect something back right away. Another great stack. And let's just keep rolling. Back in a minute.